DozhaToldya.com.
All right, so it's DozhaToldya Podcast 139 Part 2. You dig? DozhaToldya Podcast 139 Part 2. What? Politics and allegations and a few feuds, a few fights maybe. Man, it's crazy out here, right? So this is how we're going to start the show off. We got a lot of clips that we got to get through. So we're going to start off with a clip this time.
The flag is drenched with our blood. Because you see, so many of our ancestors was killed because we have never accepted slavery. We had to live on it, but we've never wanted it. So we know that this flag is drenched with our blood. So what the young people are saying now, give us a chance to be young men, respected as a man, as we know this country was built on the black backs of black people across this country. And if we don't have it, you ain't gonna have it either, because we gonna tear it up. That's what they saying. And people ought to understand that. I don't see why they don't understand that. They know what they've done to us. All across this country, they know what they've done to us. You see...
I love that, man. I love that. Let's give that lady a round of applause. What's happening, everyone? Welcome to the DozhaToldya Podcast. I'm Dame Dozha, excuse me. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. You can follow us on all platforms right here. And if you would like to listen in on the Mixler app, it's at DozhaToldya Radio. And we got a lot of funky vibes on there, man. We came in to get right to the proceedings this evening, get into these politics. Make sure I could hold on, let me get my chat right. We at least get the chat going. But make sure that you again like and subscribe. There we go. Shout out to Black and Wild. Shout out to DJ TC, who you can follow on Twitch. He DJs every Friday night and Saturday in the afternoon. The whole Heavy Hitters squad. That's why we may try to go live on Twitch once again a little later. But I want to get this thing going with some fluidity. Because last show, it ain't go too well. It didn't go too well. Let's watch another clip, man. Let's start off the show, man. We got to get our minds right.
There's a book that was written by these two white gentlemen called Without Sanctuary. If you ever get a chance to read it, it is one of the most profoundly disturbing books I've ever seen in my life. It's a pictorial history of lynchings and what they used to call nigger barbecues. I'm talking about children, women, male adults lynched. And then they used to put us alive on spits with a fire beneath it and turn us and roast us until we dehydrated. And they pick up pieces of the bodies, and hundreds of whites would be standing and taking pictures with a body piece in their hand. They have the pictures, they show the pictures in the book. And they say, just get over that?
No.
You don't get over that.
No.
You have to move on.
Of course.
You have to live your life. You have to grow. You have to accomplish. You cannot use excuses.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
But that is in spite of your history.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so yeah, we ain't trying to get anybody depressed or anything like that, or race bait, but we just want to just get our minds together because we just came out off of the blackout, and I admit it was a success from my point of view, but a lot of people didn't really read the point of with that. About doing it. I think it's absolutely beautiful and makes sense. That's what we should be doing. The thing is, people say when you talk about the riots and protests and people going out and doing the same thing, that they shouldn't do that, right? They like, yeah, I ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all, y'all keep doing the same things. And so I feel them on that. So the answer is hit them where their pockets, right? Hit them with the money. Team up, build our money together. Take on the corporations that fund the government and the government officials, and use some of our influence. I thought it was a great idea. The thing about it is it just, the solidarity part was kind of the tricky part. I would like to say that I think that a lot of the black businesses may have seen benefits from doing the economic blackout. And I'm sure a lot of local and small businesses, not just black businesses either, because, pulling up to the Mexican taco stand, or pulling up to buy some curry goat or curry chicken, or or even buying something from the Chinaman. That ain't the corporation. But of course, I think it really was about showing the power of the black dollar. And so when it was like, don't buy nothing, I was like, okay. I ain't gonna lie though, I became real busy, and the easy move for me was to go to Chick-fil-A right down the street. And I didn't. I mean, you got Publix. I got Publix right here. I got Walmart right there. I got Chick-fil-A. But I got, it was another spot called Wings and Burgers. I know it's an Asian man that runs it, that looks like he owns it. I guess it's still it's not necessarily a corporation, I would say, but I was just too busy, and I didn't end up bullshitting too much time, and I couldn't go get nothing to eat, and I suffered. But thank you for those that did participate. I know I'm stretching this thing out, so I'm gonna go ahead and just say thank you to those that did participate. Be on the lookout for more dates in the future. Again, it was an exercise. I think it was a success because of the way that the word was spread, the way that the word spread throughout the community so fast. I really respect that. And so these are the dates that are maybe they can mark 7th or 14th. That's not. They're like, we ain't fucking with Amazon, March, fucking with Nestle and March. Then in April, we're gonna hit Walmart with bullshit. We're gonna come back and do another economic blackout in April. Okay. They got a whole plan out here for. Okay, see what's going on. April 21st, April 18th is blackout 2. So be on the lookout for April 18th, economic blackout 2. And then General Mills blackout on April 21st. The Amazon blackout May 6th to the 12th. Walmart May 20th. Target June 3rd. Matter of fact, Target all the way. Like Target, we just hit them real hard. Anyway, McDonald's, oh, that's going to be the hard one, boy. June 24th through the 30th. Oh, yes. So many people going to be trying to lose, not trying, hopefully losing weight. And then July 4th, Independence Day boycott. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I don't think niggas going for that one. I don't think niggas going for the Independence Day boycott. One thing niggas do love is they fireworks and they flag. You know, proud to be an American. Well, at least I know I'm free. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I might be one of the un-American Americans. I don't. But yeah, y'all seen that? Y'all seen the glitch in the Matrix real quick if you watching. Okay, man. So how we gonna start, man? We got it's the politics, but it's some talk before the politics that I wanted to talk about. Matter of fact, the new pressing news. Rest in peace, Angie Stone. We really was supposed to represent and play one of her songs to start the show off. As a matter of fact, I'm still gonna do that. I'll cut it out, but I'm still gonna do that. Let's do it. I'll cut it out for the Facebook, but I ain't streaming right now. They can't kick me off. So rest in peace, Angie Stone, man. She rest in peace, Angie Stone. Again, man, the beautiful Angie Stone, man. Let's take a moment of silence and say rest in peace. Rest in peace, Angie Stone, though, once again. All right, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Found out today on the internet, like everyone else, that Angie Stone was involved in a car accident, reportedly confirmed by her daughter. And it kind of just, it hurt. It was like we lost another family member. You know, that was a back-to-back deaths. You know, they say death come in threes. It might be, you know, it's just losing women too. You know, great black women influencers and the voices. I just got through watching the Whitney Houston doc about a day ago, yesterday, and I got emotional watching it. Cause me, beautiful man, beautiful, perfect. I mean, you can't for but for like Whitney, it was like that's something. Let's do them, man. But I come to man, it's still like really makes me connect to these artists. When we lose them, we lose an animal. So again, rest in peace, Black, rest in peace, Angie Stone, represent for our queens, and also rest in peace, Camron. You know, a white great. They say gene situation maybe is not necessarily foul play. Well, they did not say him and his wife tested negative for carbon monoxide poisoning. Though the cause of their deaths remain unclear, the actor's pacemaker shows he passed away on February 17th, more than a week before he and his wife and their dog were discovered dead. Pacemaker is an internal clock, huh? Wow. So he had already been dead for about a week. That turns the story as well. How did all three of them die in separate rooms? And the dog was in the, there were other dogs locked in the closet. That's crazy. So the dogs were locked in the closet for a week? Say I can't understand how no one in the family checked on them for over 11 days. Yeah, that's wild. That is wild. So far so good. Are we good on the Facebook? I think we live on Facebook. So far so good. It might be a little sketchy, but y'all roll with me. Let's get into one of these clips, man. How we gonna roll into this political shit? It's a lot of political shit to talk about. We gotta get right into it. But wait, Camron OchoCinco. I don't know how it started.
You know what I'm saying? Freaky ass niggas need to keep their ass inside, man.
Hey man, I don't know how it started, but my boy Cam, we know that Cam is a very, very, very entertaining person. And shout out to the Is What It Is. Shout out to Mace.
That's what they need to do, man. Fuck is you telling another grown man about you getting your tool piece a little bigger, man? I don't really fuck with Chad or OchoCinco, to be totally honest with you.
Why you don't fuck with him?
But at the end of the day, we started the show, we started the show, he's doing very well, the muscle. He was out there talking about, yeah, I'll get myself back, I'm taking him side. How the fuck got it to my spot, nigga? Fuck you talking about being a football player your life, nigga? And I'm that spot, and that's why we don't show 2 months, 3 months. But how much impact that the ass nigga felt threatened, you know? After that, a lot of cost him on the bar, nigga, I'm no sleep. I tried to give him a job. He like, yo, I don't business like the man. See, you can't even spend some motherfucker. I try to offer you more paper than you probably get now. Ask him how he get paid. I know how much he paid. Some of these niggas are lovely checks me and murder will send them niggas. Ask him. I bet you ain't getting paid the money that Mark Jackson and Mike Irvin got paid working with us. I don't know this for a fact, but ask Mike Irvin and ask Mark Jackson if they get paid lovely. And if I threaten niggas like you, this is why you going to do the shit you doing. Fucking telling Stephen A about getting your piece bigger? Yo, I don't like you, nigga. I don't like you. I don't like your con. Your whole style is bitch made, nigga. And I don't fuck with you. Try to give you a job, and then you go and suck the nigga Shannon off. Ooh, Shannon, why you go suck him off? For what? Pause. I came to you first. Oh, my agent handles anything. You dumb motherfucker. Your agent probably robbing you. Probably not as much well off as you think, as niggas think you are. And if you still need a job, I ain't hiring no more. You better hope the nigga Shannon keep you with him, nigga. I don't like you. Hating on me for no motherfucking reason from the jump. Fuck you.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
What a statement.
Shout out to Stat. Shout out to Mace. It is what it is. We know that Cam don't play around. And like he just said, man, Cam been bringing the ether lately from the Is What It Is platform. And I'm here for it. We gonna cover it every time. You know, I'm here for it. I don't know what's going on. I think the stream might have messed up, but it is what it is. Part 2. But nah, we gonna keep it pushing. Oh, actually, nah, we gotta come. I think OchoCinco. Yeah, I got something to say.
Listen. Cam has some stuff to say, and I had to think about it, and I had to listen to it, and think about some stuff that was brought up from 2 years ago, where I said, "Cam, you my man's, and I'm coming for your spot." Now I'm not sure how that's taken as hate when all you have to do is understand that I'm saying I'm coming for your spot because I see you as the standard that is setting the bar in that specific space. So you took that as an insult, which is weird to me. I'm not sure how you can do that. But if you check the numbers, what I said I was going to do, I've already done and surpassed that in this specific space. Now, he asked me to come join them, to do something with them. And I told him, okay, you got to check with my people. You got to reach out to my people who, when it was time for me to work with you, what did I ask you to do? Reach out to who?
I talked to Doug.
You talked to Doug. So boom, we did, like that.
Right.
That's the way I handle business. I don't run nothing through me. So I guess that was seen as a sign of disrespect because I chose to come over here with you. Boom. Okay. Now we brought up the issue with he talking about money and bags and how much you pay guest feature, how much we pay our guest features. Buddy, I ain't no guest feature. Boy, I'm the main attraction. What is you talking about? I always been the main attraction. There's a difference. In your lane, you do what you do. I'm in completely different lanes and completely different rooms from you, despite me always playing around and joking. It's different. For one, you wouldn't have been able to afford me to begin with. Let's start there. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. What is you talking about? I think because I do everything in an entertaining, fun, laughing way, you kind of forget and don't really understand what's being done over here and how special what we have is. And that's no disrespect to them, because I like they show. I love It Is What It Is, because it's different than what we do. Mm-hmm. Their views, they got some high ones, but it's mainly about going at people and jigging at people, Over here, it's about having fun, entertaining, and the stories.
Yeah.
Completely different. Two different shows. I love them, though.
Yeah.
Then, Cam, he's a Harlem dude. I've been to Harlem. My face is clean Harlem. Most times, they don't act that. He really move fun and respect about stuff.
That happened years ago.
2 years ago, and the respect that's standard of what he is best at.
Right.
And the state, you go back here and I'm like, listen, hold on, Joe Tolan. It's funny, it's true to begin with, and you took that serious. So then now you're getting personal with the words and the talking. I post my location where I'm at every day. What you tell me to stop doing? Stop catching rides from the airport, right?
Yep.
Everybody know where I am every single day, no matter what city I travel to. I'm outside all the time. If it was really an issue, or you really didn't like me and it was a problem, I'm easy to find, especially in Miami. If I'm not mistaken, you be here. Y'all film here if I'm not mistaken. I show everybody respect, I show everybody love. What's one problem that you've always gotten on me about doing a show like this? I don't do enough what? When it comes to talk about players.
Yeah, you don't critique enough.
I don't critique enough because I'm always showing love. I'm always showing respect no matter what. I never get out of line with nobody.
Right.
But the words that were displayed as if it's a personal issue. Now, if it's a personal issue, which I've never had with anybody because I always show everybody love and respect, I'm easy to find because I'm outside. Always. In Harlem, too. That's the stomping grounds, right? I be at Ricardo's all the time. Matter of fact, I'm going to be in New York Monday. And I'm going to be at Ricardo's at 5 o'clock. To be exact. But it's always love. No, never disrespect.
We gonna clap back. Let's take them to work. Oh, man.
And that's it.
That's
and
it.
I love you.
And
I love you. Unless you want to go another route.
Okay. Well. Y'all excuse the camera work. We're gonna work through it, but hopefully the volume of my voice is hurt. And the volume of chest is hurt. Tell me on Monday after and then something. And I'm coming. Like, he ain't like that shit. I can't like it. Can't like it. Like what's that joy? I mean, and that's what we take. And that's what to get personal.
It was hated from the very beginning. We started the show. He was doing very well, very successful. We didn't have no paper. He getting there. Ask Mark Jackson. They get.
It's always Mace's background laugh
with him, nigga. I don't like hating on me for no motherfucking reason from the jump. Fuck.
Yeah, I got to take that.
I don't like hating on me for no motherfucking reason from the jump. Fuck me.
I got to take that. All right, let's clip that up. We gonna clip that up. Ooh wee. But yeah, man, we don't need these brothers going back and forth, man. You know, it's just all content, man. Content wars, man. Y'all know what it is. It's just content wars, man. Just keep it content, fellas. And you know, but it I think it's just content and taking it personal like joy. You know, just getting out there and wanting to perform better because other folks doing it. I'll see if I could pull up that meme, but I couldn't. I took it personal. What Joy say? I said, what? And that's what I took it personal. All right, so moving right along, we got to get to this. I want to have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.
The BBLs is for tricking. I don't think y'all know that. The BBLs ain't for you go and go sit back on your job and walk around your job with a BBL. It's not. See, y'all better be glad that I'm okay with what I got, because you go get them BBLs and you ain't doing what you're supposed to do with them. Now, I like the hoes that's doing what they got to do with them BBLs. There's some of them out here, they on the trips, they working them BBLs. The death girl, they going around the overseas and all that. They slapping that ass on them fucking Emirates. They ain't never seen stuff like that in their motherfucking lives. See, them hoes working. They utilizing their BBLs. Don't you go get that motherfucking BBL and you gotta sit at the fucking office and the doctor won't even touch your. You working at a doctor's office with a BBL? You can't be working at no medical office in no hospital with a BBL, because you should be fucking the surgeon in the fucking hospital. You should be married to that. For real. Don't you go and get the BBL and your at the post office, stack it up motherfucking mail. No. How the fuck you look with a BBL in the postal man? Because he gonna be looking at your in that goddamn mail room. That's backwards. That's fucking backwards. Go get your BBLs and get your on a jet. All right? So that's all. I got this tight wrist.
All right, T. All right, T. So give my T a round of applause, man. Auntie, man. She's a wild one, man. I don't want no beef. Like I don't even know what to say. She did right that time though. Saying, I'm with you when you're right, Auntie. You was right with Boss Man D-Lo, and you know. Sometimes RTT will be coming, man. I don't want no smoke. I don't think nobody want no smoke with RTT. If y'all on the internet for the stream, make sure you refresh if you have any issues. I think it's kind of like catching some of the parts and then sometimes they damn near ban some of my shows because of the clips that I play. So I gotta be careful sometimes. All right, so we ended last show talking about Joy Reid being fired, CQ Brown being fired, and we guess we can go ahead and get into this politics.
Bringing people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings, all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
It's all about making power moves from the champ. Congratulations to that, man. Congratulations. Power moves. And at the same time, the champ has also been in some power news. So you got to imagine, you know, with making that kind of money and those kind of moves, you got to imagine that the champ gonna feel a certain type of way about about a certain person. And this is just a clip. I don't know whose clip this is, and if they clipped it up differently. But I think this is Floyd's clip. Let's see.
We had Trump before. We didn't appreciate him, but I think Trump is a great president. Actually, he's the best president in my eyes. He's the best president we ever had. A great businessman, and that's what it's about. Trump has done an amazing job, and a lot of people around America.
Yeah. See, they're gonna get me in trouble with the. You're gonna get me in trouble, Floyd, with the background music. But he's Floyd out there saying Trump
before, we didn't appreciate him.
The best he ever had. He said Trump is.
Actually, he's the best president in my eyes. He's the best president we ever had. Great businessman, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, and the way the day's cabinet thing, you probably went around here.
And a lot of
How lazy.
I'm not going to and I think Trump is the best president must. I'm happy.
The best. The fucking best. Just even had this look right here. I don't want to smoke before it either, but this look right here had me kind of, had me looking a certain type of way. Hey, who pressed that? I did. Okay. All right. Moving right along. Because it's a fight tonight, and and it ain't gonna be
take a chance. And
me involved.
Mayweather countering effectively. Straight right hand. Canelo goes to the body with the right.
A good roll counted by Mayweather.
Canelo so far here in round 4 with 30 seconds left.
I don't want none of that. I don't want no smoke.
Counter left hand by Mayweather, and Mayweather smiles as he goes to work on the body and rips a left hook upstairs. Great round here in round number 4. More against Guerrero, used to lead right a lot, right, Paul?
Yeah. Okay. Well, still, I didn't mean to laugh, but it was, the look was, it's a priceless look. It's still priceless. That's what kind of scares you about money. Will money control you? Will I let the money control me? And I'll be looking like, oh man. So Donald Trump is the best president ever. But what I just seen in the okay, we got to talk about stuff that happened before that. Okay. It was also my brother's DJ Decepticon's birthday, who also I've been giving a lot of flack for being a Trump supporter. And a lot of Trump supporters are tired of getting the flack. But right now, y'all are on defense and we're on offense because we want to see results. And the results that we're seeing is just not like really too cool. But it's not really results. It's actually a lot of cool stuff to see, but it's not necessarily, respectfully, it don't seem healthy for America. It doesn't seem so make America great. At least not from everyone else's eyes. It seems America first is what their their slogan and their ideals. But it's a lot of things that's kind of backwards. I got to give credit. I talked about this, and I say this is one of the best marketing presidents of all. Actually, yes. I'll say that.
Under the order, let's this new beautiful actor statue going to going under the final step of various state of every bed, 100 of ever lived, including count the Black American icon. The garden will predominantly feature incredible women like Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin, and Greta King. And I will showcase extraordinary. It will be something very extraordinary. It's going to be producing. We're going to produce some of the most beautiful works of art and form a statue from men like Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, Jackie Robinson. What a great athlete that was. Martin Luther King Jr.
Hey, it would have been funny if I would have edited something else in there. What a great that was.
And what a great athlete that was. Martin Luther King Jr. Muhammad Ali, he was not a bad athlete. Kobe Bryant, people love not Muhammad Ali, he was not a bad athlete. What do you think, Muhammad?
How you gonna do it?
Not too bad. And the late Kobe Bryant, people love Kobe Bryant.
Excellent.
And we're going to save Tiger Woods for another time. That's all that I can. I'm sorry. During Black History Month, we pay tribute to these heroes and to so many others, but not simply because they're black heroes, but also because they are truly American heroes who inspire all of us, very much so.
So, yeah. So, there you go. Trump doing what Trump gonna do. Trump out here trumping again. Would you believe it? You better believe it. So, I mean, I gotta congratulate that nobody else have done anything like that, right? So it's like, okay, you know, he invited the folks in the White House. They was in there having a good time.
Trump cured cancer.
And I'm gonna ask that again because I had to restart. That's because that's a great question. Hold on, we gonna run that again. I think he's gonna rebut this question, but let's run it again.
Hey lefties, quick question. If Donald Trump cured cancer single-handedly, would you still hate him?
So am I supposed to hate Donald Trump no matter what he does? That's a good question. And I don't think I hate him no matter what he does. I think that Donald Trump is very capable of great with influence, money. I don't want to believe that Donald Trump plays. I believe that racist. I think he plays race games like the best of them. Because, how do you say this if he's going to make a statue of black people? Right? I guess my Donald Trump blazing before I get into tearing this, you know what? But I'm supposed to just hate everything that Donald Trump does? No, I'm not. And no, I don't hate everything that Donald Trump does, but Donald Trump does a lot of bullshit. Let's see what they got to say about that.
Hey, Trumpies, if Donald Trump defunded cancer research, would you keep eating his ass?
Oh.
Hey, lefties, quick question.
And the whole left, like, reverse right thing, the whole divisive thing, you know, it come in a lot of different packages. We're going to watch a lot of different videos, so I guess I need to just let the videos speak for themselves. And then we're going to, you know, identify how we feel about these things and what we going to do. Right? But nah, we just here to inform y'all and make sure everybody have fun, man. I'm glad that everybody is, again, still locked in. We actually going to try and go ahead and do include the Twitch, man. And just, again, bear with us on how everything looks exactly. But I hope that these clips come off very well, and again, we're gonna let the chat be the chat. So I'm gonna try to manage these clips and keep these clips together. Again, I don't believe that. I believe that you can do retributive actions to show that you are a good person. But for one, you got to stop lying so much.
Ukraine first
Trump
being compensated because they are the ones to have lose a lot of their fellow citizens and being destroyed by these attacks. Second, all of those who paid for could be compensated, but not by Ukraine, by Russia, because they were the one to aggress.
Again, just so you understand, Europe is loaning the money to Ukraine. They get their money back.
No, in fact, to be frank, we paid 60% of the total effort, and it was
hold on, man.
Like the US, loans,
look at Trump.
Grants, and we provided real money. To be clear, loans.
Trump look like he want to swing on him right now.
Guarantee, grants, and we provided real money, to be clear. We have 230 billion frozen assets in Europe, Russian assets, but this is not as a collateral of a loan because this is not our belonging. So they are frozen. If at the end of the day in the negotiation we will have with Russia, they're ready to give it to us, super. It will be loan at the end of the day and Russia will have paid for that.
If you believe that,
okay. Yeah, because to optics. These are world-class optics. Right? We all understand this. And it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Like, yes, sir. Like, rights in this thing. Look, I gotta excuse all the extra noise. But let's keep the trip on because those are all. In the house. Okay. You know, so they had a Black History Party at the White House. Had everybody in there feeling good, feeling themselves, and rightfully so. A couple of my folks, I told them they should have got the memo. You definitely got to get something for your vote. If them folks got, that's what this if this is what they got for their vote, then now I get it. I understand. But a lot of people are getting shafted. But if these folks feel good about what they getting for their vote, then so, that's what it is. We getting a lot of cool images, some pictures, some likes on white. Actually, some folks is gonna get some federal funding, so that's what it is. Some folks gonna get some federal funding. I understand Kodak Black. I have no problem with Kodak Black actual involvement with Donald Trump. That's an actual no-brainer. Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, I guess Snoop Dogg, yada yada. Floyd Mayweather, rich folks are definitely down with the I ain't gonna say it, but it's almost like they down with the king. He wanna be a king with the wannabe king. But yeah, man, them folks was online having a good old time. I can't front.
Like mix, where we could mix and we could mingle amongst each other and shit. So imagine a world if all of us was just one color. if all of us was just blue or green, or if everybody was smart, you gotta have some dumb people. Or what if everybody was rich? Who gonna take the trash out?
Hey. I ain't gonna lie.
Excellent.
That was a good point. And let's say who gonna take the trash out? Kodak the Prophet. Kodak the Prophet on their ass. Boosie was offloading that thing. Boosie popped off in that thing. It was like, hey man, I'm just looking for justice, man. Boosie had on the suit, the right one. Shout out to Boosie, man. Went in there having conversations with Angela Stanton, Lynn Patton. Okay. Boosie Boo. Everybody, aligning themselves. It's textbook. It's kind of just bizarre, actually. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. I've been trying to that's kind of over. It is what it is. The way he did it, he wasn't leaving herself. Snoop Dogg said because of what he said prior to. Ross, I really had kind of never trusted Ross. But some of these folks. I am playing together.
You, he anointed you for the position. I know God has chosen you, he anointed you for the position. He kept you alive so you could be here today. And we prayed for that, pray for you, we continue to pray for you, and we're thankful for your service and your sacrifice. Mr. President Donald J. Trump, honor. God bless you.
They be over whooping. This is what I would call over whooping. The Donald Trump glazing, though, is where they kind of go a little bit overboard for me. But these are the moves. These are the moves. People are making moves for their family to get ahead, protect their fortune, their money. At one point in time, we had a word for that. We had a word for these things. What was our words for these things? At one point in time, I'll let you guys come up with the words, but because I'm not gonna really use too many words. I just came to play the clip.
United States and world champion golfer, Mr.
I just came to play the clips, man. It's just the clips. I came to bring y'all the clips, make sure y'all are informed, and we gonna watch these. I'm gonna say these cats. Go watch these black cats. Have fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States and world champion golfer, Mr. Tiger Woods.
It's an honor to be here with you, Mr. President.
It's Black History Month. Today we pay tribute to the generations of black legends, champions, warriors, and patriots who helped drive our country forward. Together we're going to be fighting long and hard for black Americans and all Americans. We're going to be fighting for all Americans.
We are in the presence of the greatest president of all time.
We love you all. We're going to work with you. We're going to make America greater than ever before. We're going to do it together. And I want to thank you all for being here.
I mean, the propaganda is A1, like A+ on the propaganda. Like, it's like all like so painted, so the picture is painted so well. Picture is painted perfect. It's a perfect painted picture. The painter knows what he's doing. He's hiring the right people. I can't be mad at Alicia Marie. Shout out to Kim Kardashian, Alicia Marie Johnson, I think is her name. and him making her, what was it? The pardon czar now. She's the pardon czar. I mean, to that, I'm mad. You shut me up, right? You put black people in position. He ain't put black people in position. Shut me up. Right? I guess. Huh? Maybe? Maybe not. But, again, gotta recognize, game recognize game, right? Game recognize game. And my boy be running the best game. So I already had all that stuff lined up, ready to talk about it. I had to give credit where credit was due. People act like I would never do anything like that. I also got to let the folks that have a problem with what's going on or that want to rebut the way these folks was parading around. I also got to let that ride too. You know what I'm saying? Because them folks got load clips ready to go. Hold on, lock them in. Yeah, make sure they hit. Make sure they hit. I go to song them over. How they say they suspended the 1890s scholars program, and these are the schools that were affected in that program. Most well, not most, but HBCUs was affected in that program. And because of that, it gave some folks some of that clapback ammunition. Actually, the new development on that story is actually they put pressure on the government or whoever the decision makers was, and they actually pulled that back. But they did try a move with that one, and it didn't go through. They pulled that one back. I don't know if I have these clips in order. I have a bunch of clips that I didn't really mark. So let's get into another one.
He's trying to gaslight us. First he said he doesn't want anybody in government to celebrate Black History Month. And then he says, okay, I'm going to put on an event about Black History Month, and I'm going to be the speaker. There aren't any black people, really saying anything about what's happening with him. He tried to use DEI as literally a racial slur against us, as if black people are benefiting from anything in this country and getting anything we're not qualified for and don't have to work twice as hard for. Black people have to live in the real world. When the cops come, we're scared because we might not come out of it alive. We walk into a store, if they let us in, we're followed around. We don't get loans when we have the same credit score as everybody else because we're black. We have to live in the real world. You can't gaslight us. We know reality when we see it. This is not real. This is a joke. That's what that is.
I mean, personally, Tiger Woods was speaking at the podium today.
Tiger Woods said he's Kablasian.
Is
right. Tiger Woods said he's Kablasian.
Podium today.
Tiger Woods said he's Kablasian.
Right. I thought he would be there for the Compilation
Come on, man.
History Month.
So,
honestly,
he's trying to gaslight us.
Oh, man, I love that one. That boy gave Tiger Woods that clap back, man. They say Tiger Woods. They say Tiger Woods was just there. My boy say, my boy Tiger. Oh, where, man? And Tiger, this is his lineup too. Add that in too. That this is Tiger Woods lineup. That nigga is a Beckysaurus Rex hunter. You heard of the dinosaur hunter? Nah, he hunt Becky's. Hunt them down. All right, so I'll give you the show. All right, man. Well, for that o'clock, more.
You gonna show a picture of the CEO of Target in Amazon that not recognize black dollars or access. If you put up a picture of the state legislators in Florida that are paying their black books. If you gonna put up the picture of the one who is stealing classified information from the IRS and Social Security. If you gonna put up a picture of those that don't want your mama to pay $35 for insulin and your child to pay $35 for inhaler. If you gonna put up a picture of those that are jailing children and separating families. I ain't ever scared. In case you forgot, I'm from the west side of Baltimore. If you got a problem, pull up on me. Stokely Carmichael said, our fathers had to run, but my generation is out of breath. We ain't running no more. Yea, though I walk. And after being on the run for 26 years from Saul and Philistines, David said, my running days are nervous already.
Yeah, I like that one. Clapbacks, man. All right, I think I got one more. Oh yeah, this is a good.
Was a Russian money launderer.
All right, let's get into it, man. Now it's got some time for some history lessons. We're about to probably come to a close in pretty soon here. Put it all together. Again, if you ever miss any part of the show, you can check in on the YouTube. I'll try to put everything together, put it on the YouTube. We also have a full-length show on the Mixler app. Make sure you check in on the Mixler app. While I take this call, let me go ahead and get into this.
The silly story of when Donald Trump was a Russian money launderer. In the late 80s and early 90s, Donald Trump was in complete financial failure. As soon as Donald had control of the Trump Organization, he quickly borrowed, spent, and soon collapsed his father's company. By 1992, he's on the hook for $800 million and is desperately seeking any avenue to make himself solvent. Meanwhile, in Russia, as their economy crashes, the Russian mafia is trying to move as much money as possible out of Russia. In total, they end up moving close to $2 trillion. And a very large amount of money end up passing to Donnie's grubby little hands. Power is one of the few places in America where you can micro and slash your little large sum of money. Buy your estate and those who are your money from. It's just idea. Building truck. Run on both directly through Shabby Elmies. 97% of the United States. By the vast majority of formation is paid for Donnie Dublin Charles. This Russian display about the men and suddenly ourselves see single name and organization while they create for a real estate with their own money. Let down the fruit focus on Russia defense. I'll tell you a story about this with back property. He's self-made man. But what little Donnie is, he knew an asset clean cash from trafficking, a drug trade, and 2 decade run he broke loan on street.
Very interesting history lesson. Everything takes context. I think a lot of comprehension and context is lost in today's society, and a lot of people don't really. They just speak from places of not being in the know, myself included. And it's very easy to speak from not being in the know. So let's take another history lesson. I'm glad I loaded these history lessons up because I want to be in the know, and I want you guys to be in the know too with me. Let's do it.
Hey Ukraine, I came here to finally put an end to this war. Are you giving us aid that will end the Russian occupation? No, it's even better.
Could it be security guarantees and punishing Russia for its crimes?
Even better. It's a unique opportunity to resolve all issues.
Really? How exactly?
Let me tell you, it's a fair deal. You give us half of your resources and half of your land to Russia. Everybody's happy. The war is over. I achieved peace. Sign here.
What do we get?
Well, let me tell you, your interests aren't included in the agreement.
Then we'll pass. Thanks.
How short-sighted of you to ignore such a wonderful deal. Let me tell you, to achieve peace, each party must make concessions.
So what concessions is Russia making?
It'll stop killing you. Maybe, for now.
That doesn't really seem like a just peace or security guarantees.
Well, let me tell you, if you need peace, then why did you start a war with Russia?
What? We didn't start the war. Russia attacked us. We defend our land and our lives.
And did you think about the Russian lives?
What?
Listen, as they seize your lands, kill you, torture you, and kidnap your children, they've suffered a lot of losses too. It would be unfair to leave them without rewarding them for their efforts. As such, immediately give Russia everything at once and give us your resources to stop this senseless war. Otherwise, we'll force you by stopping all military aid.
But this won't stop the war. It will only increase the number of victims.
Nonsense. Russia poses no threat at all, and all your victims are entirely your own fault. You sneakily forced Russia to destroy such wonderful cities and commit so many crimes. Aren't you ashamed? You should be. But it's okay. You'll pay in full.
Meanwhile, in Russia, the cursed West is to blame for all our troubles. Only Russia is capable of turning the US into radioactive dust. Trump's our guy now.
Business to handle. So we go ahead and speed through the rest of these clips because it got very, very interesting. Very, very fast. Day by day, you know, I don't know if y'all are, but me, I'll be on edge day by day. Just, you know, doing my job as far as collecting the information to share with you guys. But not also just, we are here to listen to James here share us some information.
I don't hear Democrats saying, you know what, we ought not be spending the American people's money this way. What say you?
I see you got USAID up there. They
That's
spend $41 billion. They spend $41 billion. The federal budget is $6 trillion. I did the math, Sean. It actually comes to something like 0.014%. So take the $41 billion, put it against the $6 trillion, and see what you've done when your president is responsible for more federal debt than any president in the history of the United States. So I'll spot you to $41 billion. Now we $5,998 billion or whatever you got. Okay, I did the math on USAID. You got it right up there.
Okay, USAID
$41 billion
is
out of $6 trillion.
But Jay.
Hey, boy, James Carville be on their ass. I fucks with him, man. Shout out to James Carville. I follow him, and he definitely, he comes with great information and great rebuttals to the bullshit. Let's see what else we got.
Down and not stand up for us. And
All right, so Republican Rich McCormick's town hall is being flooded with constituents who are outraged at Trump and Musk coming for their health care and earned benefits. Ooh, they've been mad. People been mad all across the board. Like, I didn't say. I ain't gonna say it.
So we're going to have a town hall. And I'm going to come and stand in front of you.
Yeah. Go ahead back, Sarah, in the dark, man. You know, we're going to get some white action. Get some real, you know, we might knock out and then go white outrage. So we be outraged like for a lot of different reasons. I'm just go ahead and squeeze in this clip because this is some bullshit too. So white outrage ain't always good.
So I've been at this job for like 2 years now, and you know, I have a manager who basically is always telling me like, why are you never smiling? Like, you always seem upset, you seem unapproachable. And I'm like, you do realize that's a microaggression, right? Why are you telling me that I need to be smiling? Bitch, I'm not gonna smile every fucking second of the day. And telling me that I'm not smiling and I look unapproachable and I look upset is actually a microaggression because you're trying to portray me to be an angry black woman, and I'm not. I'm just not smiling. That it is what it is. I'm not gonna smile to make you feel better or to help you sleep at night. Kiss my fucking ass. So I've been at this job for like 2 years.
Shout out to that young woman there, man. We support that message. Okay. So Elon Musk has also been saying that he's going to get a return of taxes or a bonus, if you will.
That was something.
That we'll get back from the money that they found and all this fraud and all this, you know, wasteful government spending. So let's see. Let's see what the wacky Elon Musk got.
That was something. I am become meme.
He's become meme.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm living the meme. It's like there's living the dream and there's living the meme, and it's pretty much what's happening, you know. You're like.
Yeah, so a lot of folks bought into it. They heard that news and it was like, yeah, more money. Absolutely great. I think I had...
They want lower energy prices. They want the economy fixed. And you're right, it's going to take a little bit of time. We have to get reconciliation passed. Democrats won't help with any of that. So it'll probably sometime in May, we'll begin to get the Trump economy in place.
Do you know what year had the most domestic energy production in American history? I happen to know. 2024.
I have no idea.
Fact check. I do.
That statement is true.
Domestic energy.
But here's what you're missing.
I'm not looking at USAID. 41 billion
you
out
should
of
be.
6 trillion. Put it on
that's your math. That's only 1% of what they're finding. I'm going to let it go, but I'll say this. One of the reasons we were immigration.
James Carville, man. Say it, math.
Okay.
There's nothing nuts. I ain't trying to make a deal. Trying to help us folks.
I do, thank you. Tyranny is rising in the White House, and a man has declared himself our king. So I would like to know, rather, the people would like to know what you, Congressman, and your fellow congressmen are going to do to rein in the megalomaniac in the White House.
Now they were.
Hearing a lot of you are saying January 6s who are yelling just as loud as you.
He just compared them to January 6th protesters, by the way.
So yelling at me is not going to get any answers.
You are offensive to the people.
Hey, let's get through this.
Some good old white outrage. Let's get it.
seen Game of Thrones too, thank you. Let's go ahead and move on because...
We gonna add our booze in there too?
If you stop yelling, I will answer, otherwise we'll move on.
Shut up.
If you would stop talking for a second, I will answer your question.
Don't forget us.
So if you listen to what we've projected, this goes both parties, by the way. This is a bipartisan problem. The REINS Act, which reins in executive power for both parties, whoever's in party power, and I think it can be tweaked actually to be much better. I don't think executive privilege should be as strong as it is. I think we're out of balance right now. I think your direct representation, whether you like me or not, I'm the closest thing you have to a representative. Your senator's not going to be as representative as me, and the president's not going to be as representative as me when it comes to you, the people in this district. Likewise, I think state government needs to be more powerful than federal government. It used to be federal government third, and state is representative of your money, and we spend. That would always go down to local representation.
Yeah, we ain't gonna that king shit. We ain't gonna that king shit, basically.
Excellent.
Nah, well, they let Berners, Elon Musk in, and the folks have back. But again,
should look up business. No, I love that idea already. Let's do it. Really? Absolutely. The first story is let people go. Wait, what? Well, it is. If a company is underperforming, losing money, draining resources, cut it. Okay. And what does that mean? It means red states are the lead employees taking down company profits, so it's time to stop paying them. That's not true. We work hard. Randy, hard work doesn't matter. Results do. Blue states bring in all the revenue, and red states live off handouts. We contribute too. Not enough. If America's a business, red states are the employees who show up late, do the bare minimum, and still expect a paycheck. This is different. How? You said run it like a business. Businesses don't keep failing branches open just because they feel bad. But we've got traditions, values. That's adorable. But values don't pay the bills. If you can't survive without blue state money, maybe you shouldn't be in business. But we deserve that money. Nope. You hate government spending, right? So consider this a budget cut. We're downsizing. This is cruel. No, Randy, this is the free market. And the free market says, you're fired.
You're fired. And I think that that's exactly what's going on. I think that, but it's going on from the wrong angle. All right, man. I just got these clips for y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, this week I got so many clips.
With the employees here saying, what did you do last week? And if you can't come up with 5 things that you did, maybe you shouldn't be employed here. So again, this is an easy task. It happens in the private sector.
Oh yeah, we ain't even talk about the fact.
I wanted our employees to actually engage and talk about what they did. And I think this whole movement, Bill, is potentially going to make people go, I'm going to come to work earlier. I'm going to stay later. I'm going to look at what Donald Trump wants me to accomplish because he won the election. And I'm going to fight and work to make sure I help him accomplish that because I'm a public servant. I don't work for a party or a union or a think tank. I actually work for the president. And again, I think this goes to that point. Just tell us what you did last week.
Okay, so we looked up, today's the 20th.
I have no.
So yeah, Elon also sent out an email that asks employees 5 things that they did last week. And if they didn't send that email back within a few days, they would be fired. And they out there, they're ruling with an iron thumb. I ain't gonna front. They're ruling with the iron thumb. I think the fight must be on because I can hear people cheering in the other room. We might have to show y'all a couple of highlights of that. But
Monday,
but we also got these
Tuesday.
We got these clips, man. Elon, you got to get these clips too.
Sunday, layoffs. Monday, speech. Tuesday, layoffs. Wednesday, post some memes. Thursday, fire FDA. Get bird flu from RFK. Friday, get some brunch with Ye. He's now in charge of the CIA. Run the country just like Twitter. Make Trump my son's babysitter. Hang with Miller, brawl with Bannon. Have more children than Nick Cannon. Bring a chainsaw to CPAC. Give Trump haircut. Get the back. Launch a rocket. Build a car. Both exploded. Don't go far. Firing, feeling glee. Trump just said you complete me. Firing, hiling, feeling glad. Like the son I've never had. Cut meme layoff, money spent. Doge cut layoff, weird accent. Cut meme, fake news, time to sleep. Here's hoping I don't fire me.
All right.
it's time to break out of jail. Come on. There we go. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. No, that wasn't me. Hold out. Go ahead. Everybody. Go. Come on, show us where to go.
How was your day today, Mace?
Oh man. Today I had survivor's remorse.
Why?
I was looking at my account and I had survivor's remorse.
What's that exactly?
When you think about how you made it and how many people didn't make it and you start feeling sad.
Yeah.
It's like when you know, like a plane crashes, you're supposed to be on, but you didn't go that day. And you're like, why did I make it?
Sounds like two different things.
It's the same thing.
Nobody died in his scenario.
Oh, okay. But that's the concept.
Yeah.
I would feel bad about what you just said. I don't feel bad about what he said for me. I don't get that. I worked hard. I definitely, that's why I say I get the same scenario, but I would be sad for that, happy I made it, but that's on murder. You don't have a guilty conscience. It's still over there. It's still there. If you got that much survivor's remorse, it's still available. You got it that
bad? You can go back anytime.
How bad you got it?
Survivor's remorse. All right, well, I think the Mixler app is about to close out, so we will catch y'all on the next time around. I probably got like 2 more minutes on the Mixler app. I'm actually about to also get into these Trump. What I got for y'all? I'm finna get into these Trump clips. It's time. I think it's time. So yeah, we played all the rebuttals. We played some Stalin clips. Did y'all like the clip of the escape from prison? I'll show y'all like that. I gotta get me a good clip because I gotta go help somebody real quick. So let me see if I can find me a long clip that I could play. And these boys playing the music so loud.
Is the price of eggs. So let's see what the price of eggs is in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. If you've never seen me before, my name's Meredith. I'm exploring life outside the United States. I'm a widowed mom spending 6 months in Playa del Carmen, Mexico with my 7-year-old son. I made it to the eggs. You're probably gonna be pissed. You may wanna scroll away. You're gonna be real pissed, guys. Eggs on eggs on eggs on egg. Okay, so for a dozen pasteurized eggs, that works out to $2 American. These ones right here, definitely some sort of organic eggs, and that's less than $3. And those are just the pasteurized eggs. Wait till you see the rest of the eggs. Most eggs in Mexico actually are shelf stable. They haven't been washed.
Yeah, and y'all couldn't see the eggs, but the eggs, they were very, very cheap in Mexico.
Been washed. This is a flat of 30 and it's 86 pesos. I'll do the exact conversion on the screen, but that's about $4 for 2.5 dozen eggs. So tell me, where are you from and what are your egg prices like this week?
All right, so that's the show for the Mixler app. I'll see you guys next time. I appreciate it. It's the DozhaToldya Podcast. Let's go ahead and get the stream back going. I think we need to get back on Twitch and Facebook for the extension. Yeah, and we go. Yeah, with that. So, no, put hand on his back, like bring us on there, boy. Hey, this is the total size up, right? So you start with size up. Good little quip. Seems like it's gonna be a friendly day, friendly exchanges. But things got not so friendly very, very fast. Things got not so friendly very, very fast. We talked about everything else. We gave the credit where credit was due. He said he was going to give the black people a statue or two. But then he went ahead and disrespected the office totally. Starting with the size up. And I might just play the whole clip.
Didn't exchange prisoners. We signed. He broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count one.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards.
Playing cards.
Right now, you don't. You're playing cards.
Mr. President.
You're playing cards.
Serious.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's backed you far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you can...
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I
answer? Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't been
in this
alone.
cabinet,
you
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have our military equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times
that there,
American people.
Except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on over there. I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look. If you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
With guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't with me.
For you what,
that wasn't with me. That was with a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
But what if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia, the 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh? He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy.
I empowered you to be a tough guy. Yeah, so a complete ambush, right? And this guy is under a lot of pressure, man. Zelenskyy is under a lot of pressure. His country is at war right now. You got people dying in his country. These folks worried about the way he looked. It's disgusting. It's disgusting the way they jumped him like that. We got to kind of cut through these clips kind of short because I got something going on. But
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
Like, it's just disgusting. I don't even know how it made me feel like just watching it. It just was, I just was so embarrassed. And many people shared my embarrassment. Many people, I see a lot of people that that championed and were very happy with the way he handled Zelenskyy in the White House. Like, people was calling J.D. Vance the best vice president ever.
Why don't you wear a suit? You're the highest level. Why don't you wear a suit?
But a lot of people were affected, like I
You're
was.
the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if you own a suit.
Yeah, you have problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not
Really?
respecting.
I don't have such. I will wear a costume after this war will finish. Yes, maybe one. Maybe something like yours. Yes. Maybe something better. I don't know. We will see. Maybe something cheaper.
This man is fighting for his country. A sovereign nation got invaded. His people were dying. And this motherfucker talks about him wearing a suit. I hate this fucking country.
And a lot of people just wasn't digging it. And I don't know if this is genuine. It seemed very genuine to me, but some folks do a lot of things.
I don't give a fuck what he wears. This man has been respectful to every leader in the world. Everybody. And you clowns want to fucking do that shit to him when he comes over here.
It was disrespectful. I get it. I totally get it. And a lot of people felt the same way. A lot of people seen that and they were just disgusted. I'm just going to probably go through a couple of more. I mean, we've all seen it. We've all going to be talking about it for the next couple of days. I want to just get the complete context to be clear. And then, and we're gonna have some fun and make fun of some of the stuff too.
If you want to stop the destruction of your country, sir, all you have to do is let the Russians kill your people faster. Then when it's empty, we can start rebuilding. Excuse me, Mr. President, all we're asking for is a thank you for the billions of dollars in aid and the ability to mine half of your territory when the war's over so we can build batteries for Elon. Even my kids know to say please and thank you when I give them a gun to play with. I don't need a lecture from you, Mr. President. I need a hug. It's not just you. When Vladimir Putin is here, I will make him equally uncomfortable because I am gonna kiss him on the mouth. And I hope what I just said was enough for President Trump to finally endorse me after his 4th term. I find it disrespectful that you would try to argue with me in front of these cameras just because I said your strategy with Russia should be roll over and take it. I know roll over and take it is hard to hear. I have to hear it every night from my wife when she puts on the harness.
Yeah, they be killing people. They be getting them. Dan Wilbur comedy on TikTok. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. Again, man. So we're gonna have some fun, and we also just gonna watch a couple of more clips because I gotta cut it short. I just wanted to get the complete context of how disgusting it was to see them ambush Zelenskyy, and we're gonna be talking about this all week. So I'll make sure I come back and check on these topics and more, because I'm sure a lot more stuff is going to happen. And on the bright side, I mean, after they completely ambushed Zelenskyy like that. After completely ambushing Zelenskyy,
Il y a un agresseur qui est la Russie.
people are standing up for him in numbers, large numbers.
Il y a un peuple agressé qui est l'Ukraine. Je pense que nous avons tous eu raison d'aider l'Ukraine et de sanctionner la Russie il y a 3 ans et de continuer à le faire. Et quand je dis nous, ce sont les États-Unis d'Amérique, les Européens, les Canadiens, les Japonais et plusieurs autres.
Oh, my bad. I forgot y'all don't speak all these languages like I do. This is the president of France who he's doubling down. He say he doubling down on protecting and working with Ukraine, and everybody's saying that Zelenskyy is a hero.
Press conference where Trump just basically turned our government into reality TV. He basically shamed President Zelenskyy at the top of his voice for not being thankful enough. Trump very angrily told Zelenskyy that he was a bad person because he wasn't pushing for peace. He said that Zelenskyy was only a...
Yes. I mean, I it's another clip that I want to get into of Zelenskyy saying his piece. Of trying to explain how
him to be more at our side. I will explain why. Because it's not just that the war began somewhere between our countries. The war began when Russia brought this war to our country, and they're not right.
They're not right. We'll say they're not right. This is some bullshit.
With President.
It's a disgusting situation. And people everywhere are standing up and defending Zelenskyy. I mean, it's pretty much going the opposite direction as far as the way Trump
I got to be honest with you, I'm in my feels a little bit right now. I'm very angry.
So again, I'm gonna play a couple of more clips, and we're gonna end this one. But again, let us know how you feel. A lot of folks felt like they were empowered. They felt like that was a demonstration of America first. A lot of people felt like that was the biggest embarrassment of the Oval Office in United States history. Let us know how you feel in the comments. We're going to play a couple of more clips. Let's let me take this call, and we'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's Will. I got to be honest with you, I'm in my feels a little bit right now. I'm very angry. But I had to make this video because it has to be said. What just happened in the Oval Office today with President Zelenskyy was the single most embarrassing thing ever to happen in the Oval Office in the history of this country. That includes the Monica Lewinsky affair. Some of you have got to be feeling like I am, that every single thing we work for our entire lives is at stake here. A United States president spouting Russian conspiracy theories and defending the Russian government in the Oval Office against an ally who is fighting Russian aggression and oppression in his own country. And then to have that little heel nipper, J.D. Vance, sitting in the background trying to pretend that he belongs in the major leagues when he couldn't even get into the batting lineup of a third grade little league team, is a joke. It is 100% absolutely a joke. And if you grew up in rural America, if you grew up on a farm or a ranch or in a small town in rural America, and you or your parents or your grandparents, you grew up during the Cold War, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's no way that anybody with any understanding of Russia, the Cold War, what happened, what's happening now, can make a valid argument that what happened today is okay. No way. It is becoming more and more critical and important every day that people of all political stripes work together to what's happening, to stop what's happening in this country. This was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen, by far. Alliances that my grandfathers spilt blood for. Alliances that many of your family members spilled blood for. Just cast aside as if they're nothing, as if they're nothing. While this person and his little ankle biter, who have no clear understanding at all of what's happening in the world, in world affairs, what it's going to mean for agriculture and the people of sub-Saharan Africa and the people of Ukraine, if Russia succeeds in taking over Ukraine and the largest breadbasket in Europe. I mean, I could go on for hours. It's enraging, and at the same time, everything just feels so futile. But we've got to continue to fight back. We can't stop. And I'm just hoping what happened today, because I've talked to many of my good friends who are conservative who voted for Trump that have voiced their opinion that they think he's wrong on Ukraine. I hope what happened today is a bridge too far for all of you. I pray to God that it is, because it was an embarrassment, and we've got to do better.
Definitely, agree with that, and a lot of people share the same sentiments. It was just a very embarrassing moment for the country, for the White House. It's a bipartisan embarrassment. A lot of Republicans is trying to stick with their party and salute and celebrate and urge this type of behavior, but it's very, very, very disgusting.
Hey, folks, just met with President Zelenskyy a little while ago, told him how I feel the American people are really behind him in this struggle, and Russia brutally invaded Ukraine, and Putin is a war criminal, should be in prison. I also told him I'm a little uncomfortable that this now appears to be like sort of a business transaction. We're about to celebrate our 250th birthday as a country. 250 years. That's exciting. And we've always been a country of values and principles. And I'm a little concerned that this has gotten a little bit off track. But at the same time, Zelenskyy needs to do what is in the best interest of his country and his people. And I get that. And I hope this conflict comes to an end very, very soon. Hey, folks, just...
Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona, a good American. And again, let Zelenskyy say his piece.
I want to be very honest. I want really him to be more at our side. I will explain why. Because it's not just that the war began somewhere between our countries. The war began when Russia brought this war to our country, and they're not right. And they are not right. They didn't respect our territorial integrity. They brought the war on our territory to our families. Sorry for repeating, to our houses. And they're not right. And of course, all the Ukrainians want to hear strong position of the United States on our side. From one side, it's understandable. From another side, he wants to find some way of dialogue with Putin. But he always said, as I remember, he always said that peace through strength. And that's why I think that he's strong, United States strong, two parties together in this question, two parties always together against Russia.
So he's still trying to, he's trying to save face. He really can't talk too much shit. And he stood up for himself when they was running down on him. There's been people of all countries. He went out and thanked all the folks of all countries. But this is just kind of a quick y'all really can't see it, but all these people reached out and said from Finland, I mean, people starting to treat America's, it's going to be hard to even travel international. I'm just gonna say that. It's hard. It was hard for me to say it, but people gonna start treating Americans different. They're not gonna be with that bullshit, and that's gonna be crazy. All right. Well, tell you what. Let me go ahead and wrap this thing on up. But again, we just want to get the context out, man. We want to get the context out. We want to know how you guys feel. I feel like this was a good show. Good time.
On to the next question. They express annoyance with their own constituents for asking about it. They get brusque and short in their answers. Or, like Senator Lisa Murkowski, they just purport to be really perplexed, really confused, really scratching my head.
Rachel Maddow, she really be putting it down. I mean, we just gonna play a couple of more clips and let y'all, see how y'all like it. In the meantime, I appreciate everybody. We're gonna go ahead and sign out. Thank you for listening. It's the DozhaToldya Podcast 139, part 2. And we'll be back with more next week. We're gonna keep our eyes on the politics. We're gonna stay listening to this new music. Shout out to Cam, Mace. It is what it is. Shout out to Shannon and OchoCinco on the nightcap. And shout out to Black and Wild, DJ Shed Street, DJ TC, the whole family, heavy hitters, everybody checking in. And shout out to you, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe once again. DozhaToldya on all platforms, DozhaToldya Radio on Cash App if you would like to give a contribution. And again, we'll see you guys next time. I appreciate it.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DozhaToldya@gmail.com. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's DozhaToldya.